Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Paul, and I want to share something that I learned some years ago. It was an information that my mentor gave to me some years ago. It was unfortunate that I did not learn it then. I heard it, and to be sincere with you, I did not believe him. My religious mind could not comprehend what he was saying, and I couldn't bring myself down to reason with what he was saying to me. So I couldn't argue with him because he's somebody that I looked up to. So I just said, okay, but I didn't believe him. So, and because I did not believe him, I couldn't act upon it. And because I couldn't act upon it, it could not be a blessing to me. So the topic is God blesses us with ideas, not money. So he told me, he said, Brother Biodun, he said, do you know that God does not bless any man just by giving offering and paying tithe? So I was wondering, how can pastor say this? That God does not, that financial wealth or financial blessing does not come singularly by paying tithe, by giving offering. I was so religious. So it doesn't make sense to me that a pastor, my mentor, somebody I was following, will tell me that because the truth is that the church was emphasizing a lot. A lot, that if you want to get blessed, you want God to bless you, you have to give. Every time when people preach about God's blessing, they talk about paying tithe, they talk about giving offering and all of that. And he told me that no man can truly be blessed financially just by giving or by paying tithe. So it's strange to me because the Bible said, "Give and it shall be given unto you." And so my mentality was that when we give to the church, when we give to people, that God blesses us with money. So, and I have listened to a lot of highly positioned pastors in Nigeria actually preached and say, I was in administration where somebody, a very big pastor, preached and said, if you want something, go and sow a seed of that person into somebody's life. Or maybe sow a seed. If you want a shirt, for instance, go and give a shirt to your pastor. If you want money, go and give money to your pastor. I have heard that preached to me a number of times. So I believe that God blesses people when we give, and He blesses us with money. That's everyone. A lot of us, we need money. I need money. So, but recently, as I began to restudy again, as I began to use my brain, permit me to use that. As I began to use my brain, I now find out that truly God does not give money. Why? Because God does not print money. Heaven does not print money because they don't need money there. God does not need money. When we give money to people, it is not, we give to people on behalf of God, not to God. And when God blesses us, He doesn't give us money because God does not print money. There is no minting press in heaven. It is government of each of the countries that we live in that prints money that we see in the world today. So God does not print money, and if God does not print money, He doesn't also give you money. If somebody have been praying and saying, "God, give me money, God, give me money," this was a prayer that I prayed for so long. Lord, I receive money. I will speak in tongues for hours. I will pray and pray, asking God to give me money. But the truth is, it never came. And it never came, not because God does not want to bless me, but because God has given me what it takes to make money, to create wealth. The Bible says in Deuteronomy 8, it said that God gives us power to get wealth. He said, for it is God that gives us power to get wealth. That's in Deuteronomy 8:18. So he gives us power in the form of idea, not money, not cash. Because again, I'm saying God does not print money. Heaven does not print cash. God does not need money, self. That's the truth. God does not need money. He doesn't spend our money. All right? It is we that need money. It is we that lives here on earth that needs money. God does not need money. He doesn't spend money. And so, see, as I was looking at when I began to use my brain now, and I went and restudied these things again, and I found out that okay, the religious people actually haven't given us the total truth about financial blessing. They've not told us the facts behind making money. And I am pained. And if I know this and keep it quiet and decide to keep it a secret to people, I will be doing you a disservice. So I decided, okay, I'm going to take this information. It takes me time, because it will mean that I will have to be debunking some of the things that they preach to me, that they preach to you as well. I mean, to some of you. And that is the fact. There was a story in 2 Kings. 2 Kings chapter 4. For some years, I studied that Bible verse. And I kept wondering, because the Bible says there was a prophet. In fact, if you read from chapter 4 and verse 1, he said there was the son of a prophet. So the prophet, he comes out from the lineage of prophets. So he was a full-fledged prophet, but the Bible says he died poor. He did not only die poor, he died and left debt for his children. Meanwhile, the Bible says in Proverbs that the wise man leaves inheritance for his children. Not only his children, but he leaves inheritance for his children. But this prophet, he left debt. He left trouble for his family. So I began to wonder, how come? How can a prophet die and left a debt for his family? How can he die and leave problem for his family, his wife, and 2 boys? So I began to wonder. So I mean, if he was a prophet, he would have prayed and God would have blessed him, or God could have said, okay, go to somebody and get money from there. All right. Now God came and sent the prophet to come and help the widow, because they were about to the one who the husband, the prophet, was owing, has come to take his 2 boys away as slaves until maybe they continue to work in his family yard until they are able to pay the debt. So the prophet came, and let's see what the prophet did. This is something that you need to open your brain to be able to understand. You need to open your mind to be able to understand it. And I'm going to read. I'm going to read from verse 3 now, chapter 4, 2 Kings chapter 4. I'm going to read from verse 3. He said, "Go, borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels." Okay, let me go back a little so that you will, because in case some people do not have an idea about this, I'm just going to let you have an idea of what I'm really talking, or what the story is all about. So I read from verse 1. It said, "A certain woman of the wife of the sons of the prophet cried out to Elisha, saying, 'Your servant, my husband, is dead. And you know that your servant feared the Lord. And the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons, to be his slaves.' Elisha said to her, 'What shall I do for you? Tell me.'" That I'm in verse 2 right now. He said, "What do you have in your house?" And she said, "Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil." Verse 3 now. Then he said, that is Elisha now said to her, go, borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels. Do not gather just a few. Do not gather just a few. Get as many as possible empty vessels. All right? When you have come in, you shall shut the door behind you and your sons. Then pour it into all those vessels and set aside the full ones. So what the prophet told her was to go and borrow vessels, empty vessels from her neighbors. All right? And the reason is that when you borrow empty vessels, put it in your house, lock up yourself, because the Lord is about to do a miracle. All right? So the miracle was that God wanted to give her a source of income. So she went and did the same thing. But there's something I want you to note here before I proceed. I may not remember to mention it. See, when God gives you an idea comes from within you. God can even give you a dream about something you can do. He can reveal it to you in form of a dream. All right. God can make somebody to be discussing something. You may be scrolling on the internet and you saw an idea. See, and God will expect you to go and carry it out. God will expect you to go and work it out. So this woman was given an instruction: go and borrow empty vessels from your neighbor. So it was her responsibility to make sure that she has good rapport, good relationship. That is connection. That is networking. All right, that is networking. When idea comes to you in this current dispensation, you need good connection. You need people that have the same mentality, people that can help you bring this vision, this dream, this idea to life. You need them. Every one of us need them in our life. So again, I said, God does not give us money. He gives us idea. And what you do with the idea is in your hand. What you do with your idea is your responsibility. But the truth is that, unfortunately, a lot of us from Africa especially, we don't work on our idea, because we are busy praying and asking God to give us money. But the truth is, according to the Bible, and financial wealth is a universal principle. It works for everybody. It works for your religion is not important. In fact, people that are not religious is not important as well. So as far as money is concerned, money comes to people who knows how it works. Money comes only to people that understand the principle of money. Not because you read Bible, not because you give to the church, not because you give to the orphans. You get idea when you give. That was what my mentor told me many years ago. I argued in my spirit. I said, how can pastor say that God does not give people money? No. But the truth, which I desire, is that God truly does not give people money. He doesn't bless. He blesses people with idea. He blesses them with great ideas. He doesn't give money. Why? Because heaven does not print money. God does not print money. He doesn't need money. He doesn't need money. And now, let's see. Now, after she has poured the oil and the miracle has been done, all right? The miracle has been done behind closed doors. So she has let me say she has a room or all the empty buckets, empty vessels full of oil. What does she do with it? She went back to the prophet and said, "Prophet, I have done according to what you asked me to do." And I'm going to read to you what the prophet told her. Verse 7 now said, then she came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go sell the oil and pay your debt, and you and your sons live on the rest." So it was again her responsibility to go and look for customer. It was her responsibility again to sit down and design a marketing plan, a marketing strategy with which she will sell the oil. If she hadn't sell it, I'm sure that she still wouldn't have the money that she needed to pay her debt. So my point still is that God does not give us money. He gives us idea. Idea flows within us. And there's something again that dawned on me yesterday. And the reason that I'm sharing this, ordinarily, I think I wasn't really ready to share it. But the reason I'm sharing this is because of there was a young guy, I believe he's from Nigeria, that I chatted with for a very long time yesterday. And he needed help. He needed finance, maybe to pay his school fees and all of that. But as we were chatting, I wanted to detect his originality and to find out whether he truly need money or he's just one of those boys who come and tell lies on the internet to think, okay, they see that your profile seems to be as if you live abroad, and then they want to use style to get money from you, because people who live abroad don't work for money, they pick money on the street. No offense, I'm sorry if somebody does not like that. But the truth is, as time goes on, this boy began to quote Bible for me. And one of the Bible passages he quoted is in Genesis chapter 26. He quoted Genesis chapter 26. And I'm going to read it to you. And I don't blame him, because they've actually quoted that Bible for me also for so long. I believed it. All right. So if Genesis chapter 26, verse 12, he said, "Then Isaac sowed in the land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him." He was telling me that Isaac sowed in the land and God blessed him. This is some of the Bible passages that the African pastors to deceive people. I'm sorry to say they deceive people. I sometimes think maybe, I believe this for so many years also. I was a victim. So I want to assume that that boy also is a victim of this error that is being preached in the African church. I am sorry, but I have to be plain about this. All right. I believe this for so many years, that what this Bible passage is talking about giving money to somebody, or sowing seed to a pastor's life, or sowing a seed to somebody's life, a man of God especially. But the truth is, that Bible passage isn't talking about money. That Bible passage is talking about hard work. It's talking about Isaac planted seeds in the ground, and God blessed the work of his hand, and he reaped 100-fold. The harvest was great. It was not giving money, but many people in Africa believe that this Bible passage is talking about money. That you sow a seed to somebody's life. It is not so. It is a lie. It is fake gospel. It is fake prosperity gospel preachers that use this place as money. If you're in a church or anywhere you are, and somebody is preaching and he quoted this place and saying that you should come and sow seed, it is a lie. It is a lie. It's a big, very, very big lie. And do you know why it pained my heart? Because I also believe that this Bible passage is talking about money. That this Bible passage was talking about me to come and encouraging me to go and sow my seeds that God has brought to me, that I should go and invest in, go and start a business. All right, go and begin to trade in something. That is the seed that Isaac sowed in this place. And if you turn into other places, you see that even they went ahead and begin to dig well, all right, and begin to dig the ground, and they found water in the desert. And this was blessings from God. It was not just on the surface of the ground because it was Isaac, or it was the son of Abraham. Oh, he had to dig. So I think it is high time that we begin to tell the African church, especially the youth, because I have a passion for the youth. I am serious about the messages, the gospel that is being preached to the African youths. It is a fake gospel and wrong, because we need money. We are in need of money, and I know. See, I've been invited to a mountain where people go and pray in Ibadan some years ago, before I left Nigeria. And we were praying and praying, the kind of prayer points they were raising on this mountain. I was supposed to be there with that person for about 3-4 days. But after the first day, after the first night, I just told her, I said, Mommy, I'm sorry, I'm going home. I left the place because that's a prayer point that does not even make sense. Prayer point that defeats common sense. God does not print money. He doesn't give money. He gives ideas. God gives us ideas. The best Bible passages that God has used to speak to me is in Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2. He said, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. Now, if you look at I didn't understand the second part of it until many years later. I want to read it to you. I want to read it to somebody that will watch this video or that is currently watching now. That's the second verse of it. He said, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God even say, the Bible is saying that our mind needs to be renewed. Our mind needs to be transformed. There is a need for a transformation in the mind of an average African Christian. In the mind of, no, not only Christian, even in the mind of an average religious person. Because every Nigerian is a religious person. And so there is the need, the Lord is saying there is the need for us to do a rewind, a transformation of our mind, of our mentality. So all these Bible passages are not talking about money. It is not money, it is idea. So when that woman had gotten a miracle in terms of the oil has been multiplied, God needed her, and God is expecting her to go now do what she needs to use her brain to do, and that is to sit down and plan, how do I sell this oil? How do I market it? In the first place, I said she needs networking to be able to get the empty vessels that she needs. So when God gives you an idea now, it is your responsibility to go and network with people who have like mind, people who understand what the idea is, who understand the concept of that idea that God has given to you. All right, it is your responsibility to network with them. That's what that woman did to be able to get empty vessels, to be able to gather empty vessels, which she used. All right, now also, after she had gotten the oil, she also needed to sell it. It is your responsibility to make sure you market your ideas. It is your responsibility, and God is expecting you to do this. I'm going to read out some of the things that I wrote down. And I said, God is spirit. God is spirit. That's why it doesn't need money. And that's why it is the Spirit of God that communicates idea to our spirits when we give. When we give to others, when we give to church, for instance, if church is in needs, genuine needs right now, if church is, I'm not talking about contributing to pastors to go and buy private jet. I'm not talking about pastors who wants to build gigantic cathedral when an average Nigerian is hungry. That's not the kind of need that I'm talking about. I mean, when the church is truly in need. God has told me to go and donate the whole of my 1 month salary. It was not pastor that told me, it was God that told me. It was a small parish that I just started there. So if there is a genuine need, give, but you don't get money back, you get idea back. And if you are not able to work on those ideas, if you are not able to convert the idea, you remain poor, even though you are a giver. You remain poor when you are not able to convert the ideas that God gives to you, that the Spirit of God communicates to your spirit, if you are not able to convert those ideas into tangible products and services, you remain poor. All right. Another thing that I wrote here is that money is not printed in heaven. Money is not printed in heaven. God does not print money. It is our government, like in Nigeria right now. It is the Federal Ministry of what they call them, Federal Ministry of Finance, and the Central Bank. They are the ones. All the countries of the world have central bank. They are the ones that print money. God. So if you are praying, just like I remember I used to pray when I was in Abu Dhabi. I mean, no, not in Abu Dhabi. In Ebute Metta. Lord, give me money. I will be prophesying and say, money come unto me. Money comment unto me. But it is a lie. It is based on a fake gospel that people have preached to me for many years. It is a lie. Money does not come to you like that. Ideas come to you. Pray for ideas to come. And when you are able to work on it, when you are able to process it, the ability to process the ideas that come to you eventually brings money to you. It eventually makes you rich. And you can see example of that in people like Dangote, in people like people who does not even believe in God at all. All right. I don't think Bill Gates, for instance, I don't think belongs to any religion. All right. Maybe, but I don't think he discusses it. And there are so many people who are even campaigning that there is no God. Yet those people have money. Why? Because they are able to convert their ideas. And somebody said, Sunday Adelaja precisely said, God, the Spirit of God releases idea into the world from time to time. He said the Spirit of God releases ideas to the world, and it is only those who have tuned in their brain, who have tuned in their mind, who have tuned in their understanding based on knowledge, that are able to utilize this knowledge. They are the ones that are able to catch this idea and they are able to work on it. For instance, to tell you, there are ideas that God has told me, that God has revealed to me so many years, that I'm still working on. I'm still developing them. I'm still looking for people to partner with me to develop. Because I stopped praying for money. I stopped praying for money, so I begin to focus on the ideas that God has given me now. I'm writing them down and working with people, and looking for people that have a same kind of mentality with me, that we might begin to put it to practice, and then money will begin to come as time goes on. So if you know somebody that has been praying for money, please tell that person. And this is not to say that when you are in need, that you will not, that God cannot send somebody to come and help you. I have been in need, and God has sent people to come and bless me financially. But I'm saying that for you to truly be wealthy, for you to truly be financially free, God does not send such money to you. It doesn't. It doesn't. So as I'm rounding up now, I'm just going to read some other things. So I said, stop praying for money. Stop praying for money. Now the Bible in Luke chapter 6 verse 38, that says, give and it shall be given unto you. That Bible passage also is not talking about money. There are so many things you can give. You can give emotionally, in terms of maybe consoling somebody that is feeling bad, somebody that loses his loved ones. You give emotional support. Husband and wife give themselves emotional support. Parents give their children emotional support. Parents provide for their children. We provide for the people who have ministered to us. For instance, maybe you are a Christian, you go to church or mosque or wherever it is that you worship. You give to them because they have ministered to you. I'm a Christian, and I believe that when your pastor ministers to you, he blesses you, it is your responsibility to also bless him back. All right? So you can give, and you can give money to somebody, like the Bible commands us to give to the poor. Especially if I believe that all the money that the church is raising everywhere in the world should be used to develop their society, the community, people that are poor especially. So and that's why sometimes if I am disappointed that the church is so rich, yet there is so much poverty. The number of Nigerians who are out of school today, because there's no money, yet the church is building cathedral all over the places. We are building churches that can house hundreds of thousands of people in a day. It is not of God. The Bible did not teach us like that. And if you read the book of Acts chapter 4, you will see how churches operated. People sell their goods and brought the money to the apostles. What did the apostles do? The apostles appoint people to decide how do we spend this money. And how do they spend it? They make sure that nobody in the church had a need. That is, nobody lacked. Somebody wants to go to school, they sponsor him. Somebody who needed medical attention, they pray at the same time, they pay for his hospital bills. Somebody is hungry, church also have a place. Some months ago, I did a research on how what we call social work, social services, how it started. And so if you want to see that video, I make a video eventually by the leading of the Holy Spirit. And that video is on my YouTube channel, ABPL. If you go to YouTube, search ABPL, you will see that video. I title it The Nigerian Church and the Poor. And I found out that the social services, all the NGOs and all of that, they started in the church, especially the Orthodox churches. And this continued. The church was so influential until this the so-called Pentecostal people and charismatic began to separate and say, no, we only want to go and preach the gospel of Christ now. We will come to the church and give your life to Jesus. And that's when they stopped. And government took over those services from the church. So, and this is error. This is a deviation from the message of God. This is a deviation from the message of Christ. This is a deviation from what the apostles, what they taught us. It is a deviation. So anyway, my point is that when you give, when the Bible says give and it shall be given unto you, it's not just talking about money. So if you have been misinterpreting it for money, just like I misinterpreted it for money for so many years, when I'm in need, I have to go and give to somebody. That is not the kind of God that we serve. We don't serve God who will wait for us to come and give to him before he bless us. That's not the God that we serve. We serve a God who bless us because of love. We serve a God who bless us. He release even ideas to us. He release ideas come to us from time to time, and God is waiting on you and I to go and act on these ideas, and our financial needs will be met. But a lot of people are in Africa today who are in the church or on mountain somewhere and praying for money when they are supposed to get up and go and begin to work. And go and begin to work on the ideas that the Holy Spirit of God has committed and it's released into their spirit man. So if you have been watching my video, you see that I have not been preaching, but I may have seemed to have been preaching tonight. So, and this is because I am just I can't just continue to watch while my people continue to perish in poverty and continue to wallow in ignorance. That's why I have decided to make this video today, and I have to quote Bible to support what I'm saying, so that people who are religious will not come and say, "Oh, it's a lie. This boy is preaching what he doesn't know." So that's why I am saying it. So I'm saying that the Bible passage, the Bible passage that says, "Give and it shall be given unto you," Luke 6:38 could be in terms of giving love, essentially love. When you give love to people, God loves you, and God sends people to love you as well. So it could be care, it could be food, it could be money, it could be emotional support, and so on and so forth. Anything that you can give. That's what that Bible passage is talking about. It's not talking about money. If somebody has been saying, somebody is preaching to you and he's saying, the Bible says, give and it shall be given unto you. So when you give me money, God gives you money. It is a lie. Run away from them. They want to take your money. That's it. Somebody may not like this video or some of the things that I'm saying, but, I'm sorry, but just like this man here said, there's no need to be sorry. That's the truth. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, sir. Thank you so much. I know it is the truth. So, and sincerely, that I believe there is no need to be sorry. So now, as I'm rounding up, I want to tell you, I want you to know that sowing a seed is going to invest in your ideas. Sowing a seed is going to plant your ideas. Isaac planted in that land. It's not just seeds. It's not talking about money. In Genesis 26 verse 12, it's not money. If your Bible, if you are confused, go and look. Go do a research and look at other Bible passages. Other Bible versions like NIV and all of other Bible passages. So you get it clear there. And I'm saying this because there was a boy that was arguing this with me seriously, heavily yesterday. I was saying, Isaac sow a seed. So when you sow a seed, what I'm asking is for you to sow a seed into my life. I said, they have taught you, these fake pastors, I'm sorry to say that, but these men of God, they have sold a lie in Nigeria to Nigerian youths, and they are buying it. It's a lie. I was poor for so many years because I was thinking that it is my prayer that will bring me money. I kept praying, God, give me money. Money cometh unto me. But it's a lie. I prophesied, I spoke in tongues for so long, but nothing happened because it was. Have you ever wondered why people who does not even speak in tongues, people who don't pray, people who don't go to church, have you wondered why they make money? It's because they sell services. They have something that they are selling. If you are selling something, you automatically be blessed. You automatically be blessed. So please, if you are selling something, you have a product you are selling, God blesses you because of that. He blesses you because of the product you are selling, not because you give to somebody and then money comes to you, or because you give to your pastor and that's what brings money to you. It is a lie. It is not true. It is not even. In fact, I believe that gospel is not the gospel of God. It's not the gospel of Christ. It's not. It's not the gospel that Christ taught to us. So I'm rounding up now, and I have said that God gives us ideas. Idea is what God gives. Idea is what God gives. SH, thank you. Hello. Thank you so much. So, and I'm rounding up now. Say Deuteronomy 8:18. The Bible says God gives us power to get wealth. He gives us power to get wealth. It is the power to get wealth that the Holy Spirit gives to us, not money. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for those who commented. I am so blessed to have you to comment. Thank you so much. SH, that's my wife. Thank you. And Mr. Ademola Adeniran, thank you so much, sir. God bless you. And Pastor Wisdom, thank you so much. He said, true, sir. God bless us with ideas to generate wealth. Thank you so much. That's true. And then Abayomi Maja, he said, well done, bro. So thank you for watching this video. God willing, I'm going to be here next week again. I'm going to be here next week to talk about something else. I may not be preaching at that time, but I just decided I know that Nigerian youths need to get this right. And I needed to back it up with Bible passages. That's why. So if you are just joining if you are just joining now, please, you can watch the video all over again. The video will be available soon, just in few minutes or few seconds after I'm off now. So if you want to join the club, there's still opportunity to join the club. All this mentality, these things that I've learned over the years is what we'll be teaching. We'll be developing a lot of things, rubbing minds in the club. So it is ABPL Live Share. If you go and look for my page, ABPL Live Share. So the name of the club is ALS Millionaires Club. So please join us. You have to fill some form, do so, and get back to us. We will call you and probably interview you. Thank you so much. God bless you.